began my professional life as an IP attorney, and through my journey, I became a fine artist and filmmaker. My films explore the nexus between culture and technology, and the convergence of different technologies into society. There's me. Me again, as a lawyer. As the de facto historian of Bitcoin and blockchain, I have accumulated hundreds of hours of interviews with the world's foremost futurists and blockchain enthusiasts, right? That's me as an artist. Okay. With this backdrop, I will discuss Bitcoin as the foundation to this new value exchange system, the transition of this new value exchange system into existing systems, and the inspiration of a decentralized reality. In 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper that brought together different technologies in a unique way to form Bitcoin. If you haven't had a chance to read Satoshi's white paper, I highly recommend it as a great starting place in the study of blockchain technology. Decentralization is defined as the movement of departments from a large organization away from a centralized order into different locations. With our older legacy systems, decentralization has not been possible. The creation of money has typically rested and vested with banks and monarchs. Bitcoin took this concept to reality and perseveres today as the most decentralized blockchain protocol, with governance distributed amongst the many developers, miners, exchanges, and Bitcoin holders. Bitcoin also opened the door to new, innovative, decentralized governance models. Experimentation through to implementation is ongoing with a multitude of blockchain protocols, including but not limited to EOS, Monero, Ethereum, to name a few. If Bitcoin is the jumping-off point into a new value exchange system, then the thousands of blockchain protocols represent the evolution of this new value exchange system. And through evolution, giant shifts in paradigms can occur. Blockchain protocols are experimenting with different metrics, focuses, and algorithms, and the resulting systems address a myriad of financial and value-based issues. If we can go back one slide. One more. Okay. First proposed by Dr. Alexander Arsov, and then visualized by Invest in Blockchain, this visual tool categorizes cryptocurrencies and digital money according to their industry and/or purpose and utility. The evolution continues, and with some blockchains focusing on privacy, such as Monero, while some have evolved into new governance models, such as EOS, others have evolved into unique collectibles like NimiPets and CryptoKitties. CryptoKitties uses the power of the blockchain to create unique digital assets that cannot be copied or counterfeited, and brings together gamification, art, and commerce. While the media says Bitcoin is only used by criminals, this is simply not correct. Bitcoin is an open source, unchangeable record of transactions. Bitcoin does open up the discussion for privacy in transactions between individuals, but as a value exchange system, it actually increases transparency and accountability. Bitcoin's use in illegal activities has significantly reduced over its 10-year lifespan, and is dwarfed by the money laundering that occurs by banking institutions and at the banking level. The controversy surrounding Bitcoin and digital currencies is made worse by regulatory frameworks that differ by country and lack basic uniformity. However, countries that have made cryptocurrency a focal point in strategic direction and near future goals have provided a launching off point for the industry to grow and for adoption to take place. In Spain, two major blockchain consortia have been formed primarily out of the banking industry and with cooperation with a telecommunications company called Telefónica. And while neighboring Germany does not have even a single Bitcoin ATM, Spain has more than 46 Bitcoin ATMs and growing steadily. In Germany, Berlin was named the Bitcoin capital of Europe in 2013. And a large number of businesses that accept digital currency for payment have signed on to participate in this new value exchange system. Today, a visitor to Berlin can rent accommodation, eat, drink, and be merry, and pay for it all in digital currency. In the UK, they have made it a priority to become a leader in blockchain technology. The UK Parliament has recognized blockchain technology as a very important and disruptive technology, and Parliament has shown continued support for the accelerated development of the digital economy with a variety of government incentives, investment, and initiatives. Governments across the globe are moving in various directions to implement widely differing integration plans. In the US, the Securities Exchange Commission, SEC, and the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, FinCEN, and others have been studying digital currency closely and have been keeping special committees of lawmakers updated with relevant developments and advisory comments. Regulators are balancing encouraging innovation in an open system with the need to maintain integrity of the developing system from fraud and criminal activities. While the federal system is still collecting data, other US states have proactively taken steps to encourage innovation by providing crypto-friendly regulations. The US state of Wyoming has passed a series of bills that in effect create a safe zone for utility tokens to build their businesses within Wyoming and offer these services to people living in Wyoming that wish to participate in the decentralized economy. Dubai is considered a crypto-friendly oasis in the desert. Dubbed the city of the future, Dubai has mandated that all visa applications, bill payments, and license renewals, which account for over 100 million documents per year, to all take place digitally on a single blockchain protocol. This will result in Dubai saving over 1.5 billion US dollars per year by pushing everything through a blockchain, decentralized blockchain technology. So the Dubai Land Department, DLD, plans to unify all real estate-related transactions under one blockchain protocol. So homeowners, buyers, and renters will be able to view title to property, pay bills, renew licenses, all seamlessly through an immutable blockchain record. Cities, states, and countries are now competing to attract blockchain industry businesses to their locations. These avenues to innovation come in a variety of shapes and sizes. In 2014, I visited with the tech incubator Plug and Play in Silicon Valley. I saw firsthand multiple independent young blockchain startups building diverse systems to aid and upgrade legacy systems of the US Postal Service, logistics for manufacturing from raw materials to finished products with clear chain of custody throughout each step of the process, and systems to better the user interface and user experience. It was also apparent that in order for the avenues of innovation to move fast and free towards a better world, a combination of both incubation of ideas to reality as well as crypto-friendly regulatory boundaries needs to be in place. Regulation should police fraud, theft, and other crimes while providing a free and seamless regulatory framework for blockchain businesses. But how does one regulate in an ocean of decentralization? Early on in digital currency history, a blockchain protocol called Kanye West was sued by Kanye West for trademark infringement. However, as a decentralized open source system with no CEO, Kanye's lawyers were forced to level their lawsuit against an email address instead of a real person. This highlights some of the complexities involved in regulating a decentralized ecosystem, and this is a growing phenomenon. So I would anticipate that as adoption grows and use cases become more compelling, more efficient, cheaper, and more accountable, we will see continued creation of digital currencies, including some with your favorite celebrities using them for their own businesses and industries. Decentralization is not the solution to every problem. Some things are better off centralized. Decentralization stands out as exceptional when it comes to verifying ownership, tracking pedigree and anti-counterfeiting measures, microtransactions, and remittance payments. Decentralization has value when it removes the middleman and opens up global transactions for individuals to engage in international commerce no matter where they are on the planet. And this is revolutionary. Never before has humanity had the opportunity to interconnect at such a level globally. While regulation has been slow to emerge, blockchain has taken leaps and bounds forward with novel fundraising, venture capital, and crowdsourcing projects that collectively have raised more than $13 billion in 2017 and the first quarter of 2018. This staggering amount being invested into infrastructure projects highlights a nascent industry on the verge of mass adoption. Why do we need a blockchain for this is a good starting question. Analyzing initial coin offerings, or ICOs, or token generating events, TGEs, requires delving deep into the project and where it fits within the ecosystem and what problem it is solving. When you look at ICOs, you want to look at what teams are involved in the ICO. Are the coins pre-mined, or are they generated at the token generating event and all created at once? Does the protocol require mining to generate coins, or are the coins already in existence? What kind of roadmap does the ICO put forward? And in light of the funds they're raising, is what they're trying to create reasonable? What kind of future are they trying to build, and is it possible? Magic. Mimblewimble in cryptography is a reference to the Harry Potter spell that prevents information being revealed by the victim of the spell. Mimblewimble is a design for a blockchain protocol that is very different from Bitcoin. Mimblewimble transactions are scriptless, and that means great for privacy. Two blockchain protocols implementing Mimblewimble cryptography for private transactions are Grincoin and Beamcoin. The distinction between these two coins highlights the different approaches taken by teams wanting to build our future systems. Grincoin is being created by a group of anonymous programmers headed up by Gregory Maxwell, an early Bitcoin developer and core developer. Grincoin is currently in testnet with no specific date for going live. Grin developers have stated that it will go live when it's ready and that they've tested it to perfection and it's ready to go live. Strikingly, Grincoin is not raising any money by ICO or any fundraising whatsoever and not pre-mining any of the coins. Grincoin will actually only be available through mining, much like Bitcoin in the early days. On the other hand, Beamcoin is a more structured business entity with a CEO, Alexander Zadelson, and active fundraising, as well as a team pre-mine of 20% of the coin supply. While Grin and Beamcoin are both targeting the same blockchain technology and use case, their business development approaches are entirely different. Value exchange is deeply embedded in humanity at almost a primal level. Trade and economy is the lifeblood of an evolving society, and digital currency is a new societal tool in the making. The challenge is how to define value exchange with expanded technological possibilities. By way of example, Pamela Morgan of Empowered Law has written extensively on the topic of crypto assets in estate planning. With blockchain technology, value can be transferred upon death to one's heirs without any third party being involved, privately and verifiably. The technological possibilities open up when value transfer can occur automatically upon set conditions occurring. This aspect of value transfer has been termed smart contracts, and their far-reaching consequences will extend beyond estate planning into countless other formulations. For instance, smart contracts will underlie newly launched prediction markets. With no third-party middleman, people can transact with each other and not know their counterparty to the transaction on a prediction market where the resulting truth will trigger the value transfer. This is revolutionary. Smart contracts coupled with decentralization offer security, trust, accountability, and verifiability for those operating and transacting within the ecosystem. Value transactions can be tracked precisely down to fractions of a penny and nanoseconds of time, making for impossibly and unfathomably accurate measurements. Democracy can also be improved for communities making decisions affecting their local lives and community. And that is what we're seeing with projects like Active Citizen, a Moscow community-based blockchain voting tool that gives greater voice to local Muscovites, as well as transparency in vote counting. Digital dynamics, ledger to legacy. Just this week, Satoshi Labs announced cold storage instantaneous exchange between digital currencies without the need to send digital money to a third-party exchange. Decentralized exchanges, or DEXs, will allow for fluid transfer between currencies. And again, this is revolutionary. Societal solutions. The Byzantine generals problem was first proposed in 1975 by R.V. Huber in a paper titled Some Constraints and Trade-offs in the Design of Network Communications. Bitcoin solves this problem by employing a proof-of-work algorithm which syncs up network participants and creates a Byzantine general's fault tolerance solution. Triple entry accounting was first invented in 1989 by Yuji Ijiri, but without the technological advancements to provide for its implementation, it languished, forgotten, until 2009 and the birth of Bitcoin. Previous accounting revolutions have yielded massive upticks in human productivity and economic growth. Bitcoin is the first working example of triple entry accounting. End-to-end supply chain management. Imagine being able to track your fruit and vegetables all the way back to the plot of soil that they were grown in, or the specific farmers that grew your food. Imagine medication being tracked from manufacturer and raw materials all the way through to completed medication and treatment and consumption. And imagine anti-counterfeit measures so effective that you know the sneakers on your feet came from a specific manufacturer and their pedigree enshrined in the blockchain. Bitcoin is the first implementation of several schools of computer science that came together in a novel way to bring about greater efficiencies around value transfer and transactions. The decentralized culture emerging and integrating within established legacy systems is opening up possibilities never before available, and that promises to herald in a time of greater abundance. Regulatory bodies around the world are examining best approaches to encourage innovation while guiding technological advancements into established systems. So, what can you do? Get involved and make a difference. Start by buying some Bitcoin. Learn how it works, how to store it safely and securely. Own the own keys to your own wealth. Set a budget and a goal to acquire a small amount of Bitcoin each week or month, and begin participating in the decentralized economy of the future. Also, seek out cryptocurrency and blockchain communities in your local region and participate in meetups and conferences. Think about what it means to live in a decentralized reality and why it is just better. Thank you for your time.